Thanks for joining us today for a Yoga Fit class, yoga with weights. You can have one or multiple sets of weights available to you at the side of your mat, and we'll use the weights intermittently throughout class, and we'll do some cardio work as well to get our heart rate up. And of course, as always, weights are optional. When you use the weights, just bring the weights always through the shoulders instead of swinging the weights, just to take care of our body. And we're gonna start in a child's pose. So go ahead and bring the knees wide, bring the big toes to touch, walk the hands forward and press the hips back. So just take this opportunity at the beginning of class before we begin to move to really connect to the breath and to settle into our space. And just find a softening in the hips. And take 3 more breaths in child's pose. Keep the right arm extended and just slide that left arm underneath the right. Come onto the left shoulder and release the left ear to the mat. So we're just stretching through the back of the left shoulder. Take a big breath here. And extend that left arm long on the mat. Bring that right arm underneath the left. Come onto right shoulder and right ear. Take a big breath here. Extend that right arm long on the mat and start to walk the hands off to the right. Reach from fingertips back through left hip and take a big breath into our left side. And walk back through center and off to the left. Reach from right fingertips back through right hip and take a deep breath into our right side. And walk the hands back to center, press back one more time, and then come all the way up to a tabletop position. Stack the joints so the shoulders are over the wrists, the hips are over the knees, and let's take 3 rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, coming into cow pose, and as we exhale, we'll round into cat pose. And just warming up the front and back side of the body. 2 more, inhale to cow, exhale, round into cat. And then return to tabletop position. And let's come into spinal balance. So extending that right arm forward, the left leg straight out behind us. Bring the bicep by the ear, 2 shoulders in one line, 2 hips in one line. Take 1 more full breath here. And then start to reach the right hand to the right and the left leg to the left. Really activate through the glute, press out through the ball of the foot. Hold here for another breath. Come back through center. And then exhale, elbow to knee. Round the spine like you're doing cat pose. Inhale, extend, and bend that left leg. Take the right hand, reach around for the left foot, and start to press the foot into the hand and start to reach through the crown of the head, opening up through the chest. And then return to spinal balance and release to tabletop position. On the other side, extend that left arm forward, right leg back, hold here. Spread the fingers nice and wide on the right hand, and then really actively reach through the left fingertips and press back through the ball of the right foot. And then start to reach the left arm to the left, the right leg to the right. Really press actively through the ball of the right foot. Reach through the left fingertips. Hold here for another breath. Return to spinal balance. And then elbow to knee, round. Extend back to spinal balance. Bend that right leg. Take the foot from the inside. Start to press that foot into the hand. Reach through the crown of the head. Open through the chest. And return to spinal balance. Nice long extension and release to tabletop. And from here, let's come into downward facing dog. Tuck all 10 toes under, lift the hips high, release the heels down toward the mat. Look back toward the feet, make sure they're at hip distance apart. Start to lift the toes off the mat, spread them nice and wide, and then make sure that the heels are disappearing behind the toes. And then peek forward at the hands, spread the fingers wide, middle finger pointing right toward the front of the mat. Biceps come by the ears, and then the head dangles. So no tension in the neck, no tension in the shoulders. And take another full breath here. Inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, take that right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step through. Come into low lunge. Release the left knee down onto the floor and extend up into crescent moon pose. So both arms reaching up overhead, spiral the pinky fingers in, relax the shoulders away from the ears, and then take right hand and encircle left wrist and start to side bend to the right. So big stretch through the left side, and really releasing into the hips here. Come back through center and switch it out. So left hand around right wrist and then side bend to the left. Keep that right shoulder in line with the right hip, and then come back through center. Release both hands to the floor, and then come into half splits pose. So start to straighten through that right leg. Bring left hip over left knee and forward fold over the right leg. Take one more full breath, stretching our hamstring here. And exhale. And then come forward into low lunge. Stay low in this right leg and step the left foot to meet the right. Take your weights into your hands and bring them to heart center. Take a nice deep inhale here, and then exhale, twist to the right. Hook the left elbow to the right knee. Hold here for a full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come back through center, twist to the left. Right elbow to left knee. Hold here for a full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now with the breath, inhale to center and then exhale, twist. You don't need to hook the elbow. Inhale to center, exhale, twist. Inhale to center, exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Last time, exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Sweep your arms back, palms face up. Squeeze your triceps, squeeze your shoulder blades toward each other, and then little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to heart, and then release into forward fold. Release the weights and just let your body dangle over your legs. You can even give the legs a little wiggle after holding that chair pose. And then on the next inhale, we're gonna rise all the way up to tall mountain without the weights. And then exhale, cactus the arms. Lift through the chest, pull the elbows down. Inhale, up to tall mountain. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, find monkey pose, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Hold here in plank, feet are at hip distance apart. Shoulders are right over the wrists, and then just tap that right knee to the floor, and then your left, and then your right, and keep going. And this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to plank and then lower all the way down. Keep your hands right underneath your shoulders, tops of the feet flat to the floor. Inhale, lift to cobra, and then exhale, slowly roll down. Just a little spine strengthening here. Inhale, lift, roll up to cobra. Exhale, release. And last time, inhale, lift and peel the chest. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes under, press up tabletop or plank, and back to downward facing dog. On the next inhale, take that left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Release that back knee to the floor. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Find the wrists right over the shoulders and the shoulders right over the hips. And this time we're going to interlace our fingers for Arrow Mudra, and then start to find a little back bend here. So you're just going to draw a line up and back, maybe lifting the chest, maybe lifting the gaze. Take another full breath here. And exhale, release, hands to the floor. Half splits on this side, stretching through the left hamstring, right hip over right knee, forward fold over the left leg. Full breath, inhale. Exhale. And come forward, low lunge. Stay low in that left leg and step the right foot to meet the left. Take the weights into your hands and then bring it all the way up to tall mountain and press your weights straight up toward the sky and then tap them to the floor and up and down. Good, and this is 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Release your weights. Come all the way up to standing, and we're going to do our first set of cardio, and we're just going to run in place. In 3, 2, 1. Just start to jog, kicking your heels back first. Okay, we're going to do a full minute. We'll continue to breathe. Okay, and now knees forward and up. And almost there. 3, 2, 1. Come back to the front of the mat, and on the next inhale, we'll come all the way up to tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank pose on the inhale, and this time exhale, chaturanga, and hold it. You can take your knees to the floor, but press it up, and then 2 more, just tricep push-ups. And last one, halfway down, press it up, and then come back to downward facing dog. Couple recovery breaths in downward facing dog. On the next inhale, take that right leg high. Exhale, come through to low lunge. Take the weights into the hands. Rise up to crescent lunge. Woo. Good. Now bring your arms to goal post. Okay, and we're gonna press the weights forward and dip the knee. Okay, so forward and open. Good, and this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights to your heart, open up to warrior 2. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights up over your head, connect the weights into your hands, and then we're gonna take some tricep kickbacks. So hands down toward your neck and then lift it up. And this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back to your heart. Open up to 5-pointed star. So both arms are going to come straight up, stretch it up, and then bring your weights to your heart and sink down into your squat. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your right heel for 3, 2, 1. Lift your left heel for 3, 2, 1. And then back and forth, right, left, right, left. And this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up to 5-pointed star. Bring your heels behind your toes, hands to your heart, and hinge at the hips, forward fold. Go ahead and hang here for a couple of breaths. Last breath. On the next inhale, rise back up to 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse triangle. So straighten through that front leg, reach up and back, and then come through to triangle pose. So start to reach your arms forward, and then right hand to the floor, left hand up toward the sky. Okay, so we're really gonna use our core and our obliques here. So we're gonna come from triangle pose. Keep your elbows soft, but your arms long, and come up to warrior 2. So you're gonna come up, bend your leg, good, and then straighten your leg and come back down. And do it again. And that's 3, and 2, and last one, hold it in warrior 2, and then take little circles to the front for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to your heart, pivot forward, release your weights, step back plank, lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the inhale and downward facing dog on the exhale. Couple recovery breaths in downward facing dog. Last full breath. And lift that left leg high. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge. Okay, and this time we're gonna bring the arms to goal, just to goal post. Sorry, weights all the way to the shoulders and press it up, okay, with the knee dip, okay? So down, up, down, up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights back to your heart. Open up to warrior 2. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your elbows in, palms face up. We're gonna do server rows. So press it out, pull it in. And this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to your heart. Rise up, 5-pointed star. Okay, we're gonna cross right wrist in front of left and dip down into your knees. Extend, left in front of right. Extend. Five, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands to your heart, bring your heels behind your toes, and come forward to standing straddle splits. And just hang here, a couple recovery breaths. Come all the way back up, 5-pointed star. Return to warrior 2. Okay, and then circles to the back. And this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come into reverse triangle, so straighten through that front leg, reach up and back, and then triangle pose, shift forward and reach, left hand to the floor, right hand straight up. Hold here. Last breath. Tighten up through your core. Use your obliques and come up to warrior 2. So bend into that front leg. Keep your arms straight but soft to elbows. Extend back to triangle pose. And again. And this is 3. And 2. And 1. Reverse warrior, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Release the weights, step back plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's just flow with our weights. So on the inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Weights into your hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, prayer squat, sink down. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior 2. Hold here, exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge, release your weights. Step back, plank pose, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale, and let's flow on the other side. Left leg lifts, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale. Warrior 2, exhale. 5-pointed star, inhale. Prayer squat, exhale. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And come to a seat. Go ahead, grab a drink. Before we do our core, we're going to do our next set of cardio. It's going to utilize our core and our balance. It's going to look like this. I think you've done this before. We're just going to roll back and you're going to come forward into chair pose. Okay, and you can use your hands to press you up. All right, so ready? Get your heart rate up, roll back, and share. Roll back, and keep going. Five more seconds. Last one. And then just come to a seat. Good. So I'm breathing, that works. All right, and so we'll do a little core work on our mats. So go ahead and lay down on your back. We're just gonna take a stretch first. So extend your left leg long, pull your right knee into your chest, give it a squeeze. Extend your right leg up toward the sky, and then start to walk your hands up the back of your legs so you're feeling a nice stretch. Point and flex your foot. And then from here, bring your forehead towards your knee. Good. And then lift your left leg off the floor. And then extend your arms forward and just pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Big breath. Good, bring your legs to butterfly legs, so soles of the feet together. You can either have your feet resting on the floor or lifted. Once again, lift your shoulders off the floor, extend your arms forward, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest again, big breath. Okay, and we're gonna take this into some twisting. So bring your legs to 90 degrees, arms extend long, palms face down. You're gonna rock your legs to the right just until they hover over the floor. Come back through center and to the left. And to the right, so keep going back and forth. And this is 3. And 2. And last one on both sides. Good. And from here, extend your right leg long on your mat. Hug your left knee into your chest, give it a tight squeeze. And then extend your left leg up toward the sky and start to walk your hands up the back of your left leg. And just take a couple point and flex of the foot. And then from here, bring the forehead toward the knee. Lift those shoulders really high up off the floor. Lift your right leg off the floor. This is optional, you can always keep it on the floor. Then extend your arms forward and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Keep your knees hugged in, hands behind your head. And then we're gonna do some bicycle sit-ups. So you can have bent or straight legs, your choice. Bring your left elbow to your right knee, extend your left leg long, and switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest, a big breath. Good. Roll on the spine, come all the way up to boat pose. Okay, find arrow mudra in boat pose. And then just roll onto your left hip and extend your arms to the right. Reach through your toes so you feel a nice compression here in your right side. Come back through center, roll to your right, extend your arms to the left. Hold here. Come back through center, extend into boat pose for 3, 2, 1. Good. Come all the way through to a high cobra pose so we can stretch out our core. So get those shoulders right over the wrists. Release the hips down toward the floor. Open up through the front of the body. And return to downward facing dog. All right, from downward facing dog, come into plank, and then pick up your weight with your right hand and roll into side plank. All right, first we're gonna do elbow to knee, so squeeze it in, then extend straight out past your head, squeeze. And this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back to side plank, and then reach the weight underneath your waist and extend. And this is 3, 2, 1. Set your weight down, come down onto your hip, come down onto your left forearm, cross your right foot over your left, and then start to lift and lower that left leg. And this is 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Come through and come back to a wide-armed plank position. So we're gonna do wide arm push-ups. So you can do knees on the floor or knees off the floor, your choice. And we're just gonna do 10 of them. So 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to downward facing dog. Big breath. Good. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. And then come all the way up to a stand. Last set of cardio, we're gonna jump rope. And ready, set, go. Let's get a little bit of height here. Almost there. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm sweating. All right, so go ahead and make your way back to downward facing dog on your mat. Take a couple recovery breaths in downward facing dog. All right, shift forward plank. Take your weight into your left hand, side plank on the other side. Okay, we're gonna do elbow to knee, and then extend that weight straight out in front of you for 10. This is 3, 2, 1. And lift and reach underneath your waist. And this is 3, and 2, and 1. Release your weight. Come through to plank. Lower all the way down. All right, from here, go ahead and extend your arms forward. Bring your feet to mat distance apart. Bring your arms to mat distance apart as well. We're gonna lift everything off the floor. Hold here and start to flutter. Three, 2, 1. And release and relax. Couple breaths. Bring your chin forward, bend both legs, take your feet from the outside. Bring your knees to hip distance apart, and then press your feet into your hands and come into bow pose. Hold here, couple more breaths. Last full breath. And release. Opposite ear to the mat, arms by the side. 2 more breaths. Bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Right arm extends to the right and roll to the right. Left foot comes up and over and stamps to the floor. Come back through center. Extend that left arm to the left. Roll to the left. Right hand comes under the shoulder. Stamp your right foot to the floor. Come back to center. Bring both hands underneath the shoulders. Bring your knees wide and press back to child's pose. Last breath. Good. Come all the way up to a seat. Bring hands to the heart. Big breath in. Let it go. And namaste.